Unbelievable. You know, this isn't a tank, Phelps. Here's a novel idea. Turn on the siren.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
But Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having to...
You're a goddamn menace!
Continue to respond, Ken.
Goddamn maniac!
And at the next junction, you shut the track.
Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on! Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
All right, I give up. That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Breathe out, kid. You'll go purple.
And we're live. Greetings, friends. Happy Saturday. Welcome to part 8 of the LA Noire Live Commentary. Live in Red Dead Redemption 2. Sadie's here. She's awake for once.
But you stick by the green
she
next
just had
to
a
you and
bath.
he will stick by
So
you.
she's all clean. Peter Walsdorf says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Peter. Appreciate you being here early, friend. Miko, channel moderator Miko Herptile says, hello, Super Antonio, Sadie, mods, and everyone. Greetings, Miko. Appreciate you being here, friend. How have you been? Miko says, hello, Peter. And Peter says, hey, Miko. We are moving on to Vice. We have been promoted. We're halfway through the game. The Black Caesar. Vice are all the high-profile cases, and Cole is going to experience more of the corruption, the LA and police department and government as far as cases go. There is a bunch of trivia on this case, which I'll read to you from the LA Noire Wiki. When you are investigating the junkie's apartment, you will find a piece of paper with a strange doodle upon it. In fact, easily recognizable slot machine symbols, specifically cherry, golden ball, and the word win. Next to it is a sheet of music, bars, musical notes, and lyrics titled All in My Head, attributed to composers Andrew Hale and Simon Hale. Both of them are the actual composers of this game's score. That's nice.
We used to be partners.
That's nice. While casting Merlin Audi, while chasing Merlin Audi, you run through a restaurant bearing the resemblance to the diner in the movie Pulp Fiction. You can hear a patron exclaim, "That is a tasty burger," a line first uttered by Samuel L. Jackson's character, Jules Winfield, in said movie, although the line can be heard repeatedly throughout the game as one of the stock phrases recorded to be used as background incidental NPC chatter. That's interesting. I didn't catch that.
What a combination.
I can assure you I'm no war hero detective.
Witcher 3 also has a Pulp Fiction reference, which I found interesting. Made a short on it. Nobody really cared. That's okay. The unique delivery trucks outside Ramirez removals cannot be entered and do not count towards the Auto Fanatic Achievement Trophy.
Goddamn maniac!
We have a new partner, and we are currently trashing his car.
Nice
But
car.
it serves him right
Is
for
it department
making
issue?
us drive.
No.
Cole should have a
Nice
reputation by now.
You can't be seen slumming it in a dash if you're in vice, Cole.
The establishing shot of
we
the
got
interior of
needle
Ramez
dispensing in
removals,
Dubai
not
over Central
Ramirez,
Avenue.
a high-angled shot looking down on a warehouse filled with boxes and furniture, is a possible reference to the closing scene of Citizen Kane. The music cue here also pays tribute to that movie. The name of Kane's auteur, director, and star Orson Welles will appear in the registry of Hotel El Mar in the next case, The Setup.
Christ alive!
On Jones's radio, if you set the wave selection dial to shortwave signals, SW, you'll be able to tune into the so-called number stations. Oh, those are cool. There are many of them. On one frequency, a man calls out numbers in Spanish. On another, a childlike voice is doing the same in Russian. They are in-game strictly as an Easter egg, and Cole will not comment on them. Number stations are so cool. I'm fascinated by. We got to find those. It's a Cold War. It was popular during the Cold War. And I'm going to the Wikipedia. It's a shortwave radio station characterized by broadcasts of formatted numbers, which are believed to be addressed to intelligence officers operating in foreign countries. I first heard of these from the TV show Lost,
Government issue morphine. We use the same syrettes in Okinawa.
where they would repeat the numbers 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42 over and over again. I loved that. And then I just, you can go down a rabbit hole with number stations. We're going to have to find those. I'm going to make a note of that right now. Why is my flashlight on? What's that about?
So who's supplying the drugs?
That's easy. Whoever knocked off the wharves in San Pedro.
Number station.
Jack Dragna, Mickey Cohen. Dope's been all upside down.
Okay.
ever since Jimmy Utley started the long walk.
Moving on, when examining the number slip in Jones's radio, you could see a vinyl record lying inside the top left corner of the machine. The text on the record is actually in Swedish. It says "Drag skivan utat for verdinning," which translates to "pull the disc out before turning."
That's how you see it?
Interesting. Rockstar have a Swedish developer or a Swedish studio. Phelps will charge Morgan with a resisting arrest in addition to drug trafficking, even if you catch Morgan before the fight scene. Spoiler alert.
Jolt and drifted off.
And finally, even when Phelps arrested Morgan before the fight scene, there was a black blood on Morgan's mouth as if he had failed a duel with Phelps.
One syret is enough.
Cloudy's here. Greetings, Cloudy. Happy Saturday to you, friend. We have moved on to Vice. The Black Caesar. Stolen Army morphine.
Good ones, Phelps.
Spoiler alert.
They say only the good die young. I hope it was true in your case.
That's how Cole moves.
These clowns lived on popcorn?
Must have been messy eaters. It's all over the floor.
How is everyone? Miko
Why do
says,
these
"Hey,
two care about
Cloudy."
his taste in music?
Find anything
I
interesting?
always give Sadie a bath on Saturdays, which isn't as big a production as you would think it is. She's we've got a routine now. It's not like it was when she was little, when it was the saddest, most tragic thing in the world. I think she kind of enjoys it now. But yeah,
Small chance in life
it's
is probably better than no chance.
but she's always tired afterwards because once she gets out of this, once she gets out of the shower, she has, you know, and I toweled her off.
Tyrone Lamar.
She has so
Not
much
even
energy,
23 years old.
and she runs around. She has the zoomies, and that tires her out, and then she has dinner, and after that, she's pretty much done for the
Black
evening.
Caesar.
And I have to say,
Join
no,
across
we've
the
got a
street.
live stream. We got to do a little more work. Actually, the only work we did today. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, friends. Not that this is actually work.
Something was taken
Just
off
hanging
the
out with you guys, having a nice one-sided conversation. Peter says only one desk to complete LA Noire, correct? Yeah, well, yeah, but we just started.
Some kind of
We just
fruit,
started Vice, and then we get demoted to Arson.
Strange doodle.
But there's like, let me see, we're about halfway through. No, I don't have it on here. Let me check up here.
Never the same, are they?
Yeah, we have basically 9 more cases, including the DLC, which I didn't even realize we had, but that was kind of exciting. So we've got like 4 or 5 Vice cases, and then we move on to Arson. But yeah, I gotta research those number stations. That's exciting. It's a reason to break into the game again. I am definitely making a short on that. I don't care if you guys like it or not. Not you guys. You guys, of course, like it. I mean the general algorithm.
Find anything interesting?
And you'll be happy to know, not really, I'm being sarcastic, that last night's live stream was demonetized. I wonder if it's still demonetized. I asked for a review. Who knows what we said? Who knows what was... Yeah, it's still limited ad suitability. It wasn't particularly violent, especially, you know, and there was no naked bits, and I don't know what they objected to, and I don't think I got political. I wasn't talking about January 6th.
Street life have no idea how dangerous this stuff is.
The algorithm just perked its ears up. What's that? What's that? Yeah. So, I wasn't talking about... Oh, okay, well, let's be distracted by Cloudy. You didn't get me demonetized last night, did you, Cloudy? Thanks, friend. What's that about? From talking about Red Dead 1. Cloudy says, I just got done playing my first Red Dead 2 session with mods. Had fun running around with an AK, LOL.
No cooking or preparation. Must have been the easiest fix these two
Wow,
ever had.
Arthur with an AK. That works. That toast looks good.
Bit heavy for an empty cup.
I eat toast a lot.
They've been getting their fix right
A lot
up
more
on the
than you
counter
would
in broad
than
daylight.
than you would think. I don't know. I like toast. It's like,
The
you know,
Emperor
it
across the
satisfies
street
the
appears to ship a
salty,
lot of
crunchy
popcorn.
craving, you know,
Shake 'em
for
down.
fried potato chip type snacks, popcorn, corn chips, I can just have a piece of buttered toast and it works. Calorie-wise, it's about the same. A serving, you know, like a slice of toast and a serving of potato chips is about 150 calories. But one serving of potato chips is like 1 ounce. And 1 ounce of potato chips, that's like 10 chips. 10, maybe 15 chips. It's not that many.
This up
it's like
I actually have to work over
a handful. That's what they consider one serving. You know, a bag, that's like 10 servings. And I don't know anyone who can't eat an entire bag in one setting. But yeah, having toast really cuts down on the salty, crunchy cravings for me, personally. You might enjoy it as well. And as long as it's good quality bread.
LAPD. We're inquiring into the deaths.
Hand over the popcorn, numbskull, before we kick the door in.
Popcorn.
Get that
You like
son
popcorn.
of a bitch.
He's running for it. Get him, Cole.
Stay on him.
Was this actually a thing, climbing up drain pipes in mid-century cities? Was that possible? This is the start of Vertigo, basically. So I guess it was. That movie's from 1962, San Francisco. I'm just thinking of the logistics of a GTA 6 playthrough. I might just get a digital version because you get it faster. Then I could start at midnight, like all the big gamers,
What the hell going on here?
rather than waiting for
That you?
you know,
Picked the
hard
wrong
copy
cop,
to
you
ride.
fucking animals.
I don't. And see, yeah, Cole kind of knows how to fight now, but not really.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
But this, you know, that's a tomorrow problem. That's like a Q4 problem. I don't think. What's the release date? Let's look it up here. GTA
Well for you, friend.
6.
What's your name?
Yeah, December 6th.
Half an answer is no answer.
Wait
to
a
me,
second.
asshole.
That's Gran
Fleetwood
Turismo.
Morgan.
Keep an eye on him, Roy, while I take a look around.
GTA 6 release date.
Keep very still, Fleetwood. Don't give me an excuse to shoot you.
Late 2025, yeah. So, hopefully in time for Christmas.
I doubt it.
Cloudy says, I had grilled cheese with tomato soup. The bread was extra toasty. I love grilled cheese. Haven't had one in a while. For no discernible reason, just been too lazy to make it, I guess. Mama One's here. Everyone say hi to Mama One. I did have a BLT with avocado, and that was delicious. That's kind of like a grilled cheese.
Might not be filling, but I'm sure it's
And Papa
satisfying.
One. Papa One says, hey, family. Here, I made... Mama One... Sadie perked up when she heard your name. Or it might be because I've got some potent canine bait for her. Cloudy says, howdy, Mama One and Papa One. Yeah. She had her bath tonight. She's all clean. She is a clean bird, not a dirty bird. And Miko says, hello, Mama One and Papa One.
Should be stamped on the reverse
blue
by the
room.
issuer.
Maybe Morgan can give us something on this Jones character.
It's okay, Daisy. It's okay. Did you see that Greek helmet? What's that about? The name of the restaurant is the Black Caesar, and yet that's not a Roman helmet. That is a Greek helmet. I feel they should have caught that. I feel they didn't care. Yeah, but if GTA 6 is releasing October, November, December, Q4, I don't really need to get a PS5 until around then. Maybe we'll get a Black Friday PS5.
We're inquiring
I was
about the
actually
deaths of
looking
two
on
men in an
Amazon,
apartment
and they
across
had a
the
bunch
street,
of refurbished
Fleetwood.
ones,
We
but
want
I
answers.
don't want to. I don't necessarily want a
I'll do
refurbished
my
one.
best, mister.
I do want one that has a disk
You sold
drive,
the drugs
of
to Cornell
course.
Tyree and
I
Tyrone
like my
Lamont.
physical copy.
sell-
Plus, you get a 4K.
I sell fried steaks and
You get a 4K player
Black
on
Eyed
there,
Peas.
so you could play all your 4K movies.
You're lying, Fleetwood. We know that you supply them.
Mama one says, "Hey
I don't know
Peter,"
nothing
"Hey
about
Miko,"
no
"Hey
drugs. All I
Cloudy,"
do is my
and
10
Papa
hair
one says,
flipping
"Hey Cloudy,"
burgers.
"Hey
You
Miko."
prove any different?
Flipping
Papa, when
burgers
I had a
and
question
strapping
for you,
jolts
it
of morphine
completely
to the
slipped my
bottom of
mind.
popcorn cups, Fleetwood.
It'll come back to me.
Now I want the truth.
It was a
Who
war
supplies the
question.
drugs?
Cat by
Well,
the name of
like a
Armstrong
movie
Evans.
war trivia.
He brings the stuff around
Now
about
I've
once
got to
a day.
search my brain and try to
I know
remember. It's
Armstrong.
just something
He's a
I
two-bound,
wanted to
strictly
comment
small
on.
time. Who's he working for, Fleetwood?
Peter says, "I still have a
Jermaine
PS4.
Jones.
Too bad GTA 6 will be on
We
PS5."
have
Yeah,
for the hop
that's
and
the only reason
resisted
I'm getting a
arrest.
PS5.
Tell us about the
Momo
numbers
says,
of
"Hello,
help.
Super Antonio.
Numbers on a
Greetings,
white
Momo.
man's
Happy
tax on poor
Saturday.
folk. All right, now what else you want to know?
How are you, friend?"
We have an address on the steps.
Momo says, "I'm
We're
back.
gonna
You
go
are
down there
indeed."
now and rat you out, Fleetwood. Tell whoever it is that you rolled over and gave them up.
No.
I'm dressing up on
Look,
streams
I've
now.
been cooperative, okay? Now you gotta help me some.
Fleetwood, I'm going to speak personally to the judge on your behalf.
A name, Fleetwood.
He's
Cloudy
real
says, "I
slick,
think I'm
dude.
going to get the digital
Wears that
edition."
hat
Same
suit
here,
he goes by the name
Cloudy.
of Merlin. All right, I ain't got a last name.
Because that you can download
See
at
you at the station,
midnight.
Fleetwood.
But you're gonna help me, right?
And
Of course, kid. You helped us out.
I can get some
we
videos out
always
early.
like to repay a favor.
Why not?
Did you see that Fleetwood gets a nice cell, Wallace? One with a window and a nice fresh pillow.
Momo says hello, Miko, and Miko says, "Hey, Momo." Let's move on.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Mama One says, "I'm getting a copy of GTA 6, an actual disc copy, though." Yeah,
Phelps,
Mama One. I do
1247.
I do like physical media that I can hold, but the advantages of a
I need an address
digital
on a Jermaine
version
Jones musical
for
booking
the
agency.
channel is we can start playing it faster. We can start playing it immediately. We can get videos up, within 24 hours of official release.
Thank you.
And that will be great for the channel. Peter says, "But I don't think I would pay $100 for the game." Yeah, if you wait a couple weeks, you can buy a used copy, I'm sure. From people who burned through the game. I wouldn't do it myself if I didn't have this channel, honestly. I wouldn't get a PS5 if I didn't have this channel. There's nothing
I heard you were
worth
in the blue
playing.
room the other night. Shouldn't you have been at home?
Mama One says,
Tucked
"All
in
I know
bed with
is
the
after
wife and
12 years
kids?
of GTA 5, is
Where I
GTA
go is
6
your
is
business?
bad, the
It
world
couldn't
will
have had
riot."
anything to do with a certain delightful
Mama
but
One, be
damaged
prepared
German
for
girl,
a
could it?
riot, because
I don't know what you're talking about, Roy.
most of that game was developed
How was Hopgood doing?
during the last administration.
Marlon
And I think it's
Hopgood.
going to be very
Reformer. He
reflective
was my
of the
corroborating witness in the Bishop
last
case.
administration's policies
Oh, right.
and
Marlon. You're not still sore
and
about that, are
cultural
you?
perspective.
Made
I have
the
to
case without him.
watch my words. We got demonetized
an
last
accessory
night.
to
I
the
don't even
abuse
know
of
what.
the
I
girl.
don't even remember being political.
As long as Hollywood
Or
exists,
saying
it's gonna be
anything.
chewing up
January
starry-eyed
6th.
little girls.
Algorithm
Harlem
keeps
was small
perking
time,
its ears
not
up.
the big fish.
But I,
And
you know,
look
it's
how
like
much good it
that.
did your career.
That stream wasn't particularly violent or egregious, and there was no naughty bits. Nobody talked about anything naughty, as far as I know. But the algorithm still got mad at us for some reason, and so I'm trying extra hard to be good tonight. And, it's not doing very well. If I listened to Sadie, we'd be very good all the time, but she doesn't talk much on camera. So yeah, I don't have I think I'm going to be complaining a lot as I play the game, but you know, I have, you know, this channel does focus on Rockstar games, so I don't see a way. You know, we got to play it. And I'm optimistic about viewership and getting new subs. It'll be a channel boost. But again, that's not till Q4. What are we going to do before
Detectives
then?
Phelps
Well,
and Earl,
my friends,
LAPD.
we are going to play
Name's Merlin Odie. I run a strictly legitimate
a kung fu
bookmaker's
game.
detective.
So
called
that's not an
Sleeping
illegal
Dogs,
wire service that your colleagues
and
are running.
we are going to
And
play
the number
The
slips
Last
that
of
I've
Us
been picking up all morning with
Part
this address
1.
have nothing to do with you.
Miko
Okay,
says
my
it
kid
takes
to the
very
box.
little to upset the
And then
algorithm
they cut
these
to the
days.
LAPD.
Yes, Miko, I
You
agree.
can't go shaking me down.
You're a loudmouth motherfucker, aren't you? Anyone ever tell you that criminals are supposed to keep their mouths shut?
It's
Stay
very
where you
twitchy.
are while we look around.
But that's okay. I've said many times this channel is a labor of love. Saddle. Did you see the saddle, Papa One? We gotta play this. We might play a Hitman game, Agent 47. We shall see. Maybe we'll do Ghost of Tsushima. Just because I love that game. I played in Japanese with subtitles. Very authentic. Come on, you can do it, Cole. So many puzzles in LA Noire. Was this game considered a success for Rockstar? I mean, did it sell well? I'm gonna look up the Wikipedia. (2011) Gameplay, characters, plot, development, staff complaints. An anonymous employee claimed he was asked to work 10 to 12 hours every day, including weekends. Yes, work. That's what it takes. Release additional content. Critical response, generally favorable reviews. One of the strongest stories Rockstar ever published.
With this quantity, We're looking at a high-level trafficking charge. Thanks for the paper trail, Merlin.
Nominated for Game of the Year
God damn it. Get after him,
and the
Phelps.
Golden Joystick.
Give it up, Audie.
It's also nominated for Spike Video Game of the Year. Remember Spike? What happened to Spike? That's so sad. Sales. Here we go. Game topped the charts
Stop
in the
right there,
UK.
Audie, or I will shoot.
5 million copies by December 2011. It was pushed to. It was on the top of the charts in PlayStation 3 for 3 weeks, and then pushed to second upon the release of Duke Nukem Forever. Remember Duke Nukem? Yeah, this is a PS3 game.
What are you trying to do, Merlin?
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case?
Mama One says, Spike is now Paramount. Shocking, I know. Well, I'm glad they evolved. It's Paramount Plus now. That's where all the Star Trek content is. That's how I know. Because I actually think about getting it every now and then, because then I would, I could watch Deep
Nice
Space
wand,
Nine
Merlin.
and all the Star
Too bad you
Treks,
couldn't
like
pull off
classic
your
Trek.
vanishing act.
But I'd rather have it
Make a
on
joke, smart guy,
DVD,
but don't damage that.
just complete
That there's a
sets.
valuable antique.
You don't say. Maybe you ought to have a look at this, Cole.
Papa One says, well, let's read Cloudy first. It's a shame. Cloudy says, it's a shame that most games don't come with manuals and maps. I still have most of my PS2 and PS3 maps. Ultimate
was
Edition
holding
of Red
Ramos in
Dead
his pocket.
Redemption 2 came with a map.
Ramos must have forgotten his lucky numbers.
You got a map and a Rockstar sticker and something else that I cannot recall right now. And Papa One
like to
says,
calculate the
I
odds
was
on you going to
surprised
prison for a
there
very long time,
that as many
Merlin?
country people
I'm not going
loved
nowhere.
Red Dead Redemption
I paid
2.
my
To be honest, when
contributions. I'm
Mama
not
One
getting
talked
hustled
about
by
it, I said we can do most of that stuff at home,
only interested
but she
in
said,
morphine.
give it a
Army
try.
surplus
The
morphine.
wife
What do
knows
you have to
best,
say
as
about
always. Yes,
I heard
indeed.
about that.
Happy wife,
robbery
happy
on the
life.
ship.
But yeah, she knows.
my line of
She
work.
knows you.
I prefer something with
And,
a sporting outcome.
I was fascinated just when I heard about this
I don't know
game.
what you're talking about. I distribute for the
Horses,
LAPD,
Wild West,
motherfucker.
open world. That's all it took for me personally. Peter says, when I got my Red Dead 1 game for
If this
PS4,
is
did
a
not come with a
shakedown,
map.
we should get on
I
with
was
it.
disappointed.
Call my man from the 77th Division and have this all
And
cleared
Cloudy
up.
says, I remember Red Dead Redemption 1 Game of the Year on Spike.
Ramos seems
Haha.
to owe you a lot of money.
And
We all owe somebody.
continues, yeah, I have the Red Dead Redemption 2
So
and
it has nothing to do
GTA
with
5 map as
proceeds
well.
of morphine
Yeah, there's a GTA 5 map.
It's a gambling debt.
Actually,
The Heaps took over the wire service and screwed me.
I have the
Now
Ultimate
I just
Edition
do what I'm
right
told.
here.
Run numbers and shift dope.
We can look at the map.
Jose's no different.
Okay, so you get a
Just thinks he's
steel
big man that
book
can run up tabs.
and
You're not the guy we want, Merlin. But we're taking you in.
get two
Some time in a
maps.
cell will help you
What's
remember
that?
something worthwhile.
What's that about?
Fuck you
See?
and fuck you.
So you get
never
this
put a
thing
charge.
here. Why do I have two maps?
Take this bum in. Take the long
'Kay.
way around. Don't be gentle with him.
Doing an unboxing,
Yes, sir.
and unwrapping. So, got this. I should frame these up. Excuse me a minute. Had to sneeze. Okay, so you got this side, which is our side of the map, and then you got New Austin on this side. And then got the second. Got this. Oh, this is the map of Saint Denis. These are like the city maps. So you get You get your world, and then on the other side, you get your cities. And
Mickey Cohen runs the dope rackets?
yeah, I like this.
What are
I
you
like
doing?
having physical copies. I know we have the GTA
Mickey does
5
what he's
map
told.
somewhere. Here it is.
Benny Siegel will take a
Servers.
cut of any action that's going.
I thought Jack
GTA
dragged
5 map.
You're paying for every last scratch.
Dragnet
Los
is an old-time
Santos,
greaser.
Blaine
He keeps
County.
his head down and pays his dues. Word is he's gonna clip Bugsy.
Whose word?
Then on the
What
other
does it matter?
side, it's just
One
the
lowlife killing
city,
another lowlife makes our job easy.
Los Santos. I mean, maps are cool, but I'd rather just, you know, refer to it online. I prefer the digital.
There goes a week's wages.
My wife, Papa One says, my wife
Left and
and
left
son
and
were
left
obsessed
and
with
left
Red
again,
Dead
and
1
right
when
up
it
your
dropped. I remember hearing nothing but John Marston quotes for weeks. The quotes he makes during gameplay, for like looting. I feel Red Dead 2 is better. I agree, Papa One. Cloudy says Red Dead Undead Nightmare comes with a map. I didn't get that. And the other side has a zombie that looks like Abigail. That's not fair. Why don't I have that map?
Here we are. Jermaine Jones, 238.
Had to blow my nose. Papa One says Mickey Cohen and Bugsy Siegel. Those are names I haven't heard in years. Bugsy's a great movie. Warren Beatty.
Hey, who let you in?
Warren Beatty retired. I mean, he's
Jermaine
still
Jones.
alive.
Don't bother
It's like
getting
Jack
up.
Nicholson. He
Your
was just
flunky Fleetwood Morgan just snitched
had
you out.
enough.
I wasn't planning to. Now you think you can tell me who the hell you are?
I got my
LAPD.
coffee
We'd like to take a look around.
for the high energy
The
streams.
hell
I
you
wonder
will,
if you can
motherfucker.
tell if it
You
makes a
carrying
difference.
warrant?
No, do we need one? Search the place, Cole.
I really like wearing a suit during these
What do you think you're gonna find?
during these LA Noir
policeman?
streams. I think it suits a
Scott
stream
Phantom.
perfectly.
Fine radio. Shortwave, AM and FM. My father has a Scott.
Yeah, see, we could get a number
You
station
ain't
on
allowed
there.
to do this. I got
Didn't,
rights.
but we should. Sadie moved to her crate in front of the desk. She can get a little a pre-sleep in before the actual sleep. A pre-nap, a pre-game. Nine viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. What do we have here?
No wonder this thing is sounding a little muffled, Jermaine.
Brennan, Wilt, get over here.
Happy Saturday.
Take these assholes apart.
We're back in
Heard the
LA Noir.
boss.
All of this is burned down.
Is this the best you got?
I don't know if that's
Smugly
real.
dope to the eyeballs.
I don't think it burned down. I think
Come
we're
on,
I
then.
think it was
Come
a
on.
little
Right
further
here.
south. Mama one says kids today won't understand how those radios work. Yeah, you just have to say it's streaming.
All right.
Was it it was what you did before streaming. Headbutt. Nice one, Cole.
Sit tight, asshole. Pretend you're at the parlor getting your nails done. Cole, you better search through that stuff in the radio before you brace our friend here.
This must be how those two
There
bum-standing cars
is a
take their
theory
wages.
that men's hats went out of fashion thanks to the hippies, because like men's
men's
hairstyles got
rules.
longer,
They must
and
have
actually
taken
men
special care
began
to
having
organize for you.
hairstyles with the rise of like hairstyles for men in fashion.
Too much for felony possession.
That pretty
I'm
much was the
thinking
end
intent
of
to supply.
hats. Because in this time period, men pretty much just slicked their hair
Starving
back
musicians pay with
and
perfect, clean
expressed their
50s.
personality and identity through the hats and the tie. Mama once says, "I still love record players the best. I have a vinyl collection."
Your friend Fleetwood was also
That
a
was
betting
one
man, Jermaine.
of my COVID collections. Cloudy says, "By the way, Rockstar was making a game called Agent. It had the same style like L.A. Noire, but you were a
Tyree are
hitman."
At a stretch, the DA could
I didn't
have
know
you on
that.
felony murder for supplying stolen
But you
government
say was
Rolling
making,
Cornell
so it
Day.
got abandoned, I get.
They're on a
I
slab
guess.
downtown with the ME examining their last meal. Popcorn washed down with morphine.
Yeah, maybe we'll play a Hitman game.
You offering me a deal?
Speaking
I
of
have a pet judge who hates blacks. I'll give you 50
demonetization,
years for your two buddies. Another 30 for stealing from
let's
Uncle
look up
Sam. You'll be out by the
Hitman
time
PS4.
110. Imagine the changes you'll see.
Hitman 2 is
I
on
get the
PS4.
message. How
The
much is
Hitman
this
2
gonna cost?
Gold Edition. Gold, I like gold. Hitman the complete first season,
Who
that's
supplies the
$60
morphine?
bucks. Why
I don't know
is
nothing
that?
about that.
Hitman World of Assassination on PS5.
So we make you for all of it. You're the fall guy from Mickey Cohen.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm a colored man.
The definitive
You see
edition,
any two
Last of
boys
Us
running around
Remastered,
here?
is only
I
18
collect my
bucks.
cut. Lenny the Fink
I like
controls the
that.
action.
Lenny who?
Lenny Finkelstein. Mickey's dipshit
Red Dead
brother-in-law.
1 on PS4 is $24.99.
What is the link between the morphine and the numbers?
Ellie,
There is no
oh, this is sad. L.A. Noire is only $16.40.
You're wasting your time.
So sad.
You're lying to me, Jones. Tell me about Merlin.
Who?
Fallout
I don't know
76 is
anyone named
12
Merlin.
bucks, 11.70. Maybe we'll play Fallout. We'll have time. Mom once says, "I have many
Fleetwood
swing
Morgan
music
will
records and
testify
rock
that
and
you and
roll,
Merlin are
but mostly
expanding out
swing
of
and
illegal
country
gambling and into
western
drugs.
music."
Okay.
Mom once says, "Get the
So I
World
buy
of
from a
Assassination
cat goes by the
trilogy.
name
It's
of
cheaper in the end."
Merlin
Okay,
runs the
Mama
lottery
one.
for the Jew boy. The Fink has a new line of drugs.
But let's get through.
You squeal me out, I deny ever telling you.
Tell us about Adi.
Hardy's a gambler. Fred's points on football
Let's get through
games,
Sleeping
fights,
Dogs
the horses,
and
numbers.
Last of Us
Chicken
1
crossing the road.
first.
Motherfucker will take the odds on anything.
What's the score with Ramez removals?
I brought a radio from there. That's all.
So when we visit Ramez removals and tell them that we want a special
Yeah, we could play
bookcase
Ghost of
or wardrobe
Tsushima.
to hide our dope in, they're going to be copacetic.
I mean, there are
And
horses
when
in
we
it.
tell them their good friend Jermaine sent us and said they could do a nice deal for the LAPD.
I could use an act like you two. There's
It's a
Gus Abbott and
beautiful
Costello
game.
On the slide. Hollywood could use another couple of deeply unfunny white bread humps like you.
Very good, Jermaine. You have character. Now cough it up.
Ramez is a good friend of Lenny the Fink. You getting the picture?
Take them all in.
We have a deal, right?
We're after the morphine. I'll speak to the DA on your behalf. You have my word.
Papa one says, "Point for Ghost of Tsushima. It has horses, lol." Horses and swords. And you're fighting the Chinese. You're fighting the commies. I know they weren't communists back then, but you know, can't help it.
So Mickey Cohen or Jack Dragna stole the Army's surplus
Okay,
morphine.
moving on
They
to
are selling it on the
Ramez
streets.
removals.
Looks that way.
But the mob wants returned.
Okay, no. Cole wants to talk. Sometimes he flirts with the operator. He calls her young lady. He goes, "Thank you, young lady." Number,
Cole Phelps,
please.
badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband?
I need an address for Ramez Removals. That's Ramez, R-A-M-E-Z.
Just checking. Ramez Removals, corner Sunset and Wilton. Owned by a Jose Victor Ramez.
Thanks.
Oh, we needed the address. Let's move on. Papa One says, speaking of horses, Arthur the foal had a physical today. He is growing well, and the vet says he can't tell Arthur was a premature twin. Thankfully, he developed more than the twin, or he would not have made it either. Yeah, that's great.
I hope you got some money saved up.
That's good news, Papa One. And Ramez Removals is in a beautiful Art Deco building.
LAPD. We're here
He
to
has
see
an Art
Jose
Deco
Ramez.
logo.
What's it about? Routine inquiries, sir. Can you tell us where we can find him?
You missed him. He was in the delivery
I think
truck.
we gotta
just went
chase
out.
that
God
truck.
damn it.
Mama One says, my baby Arthur is going to be a
11K
show winner.
calling KGPL.
Go ahead, 11K.
11K requesting
Follow that
assistance
truck.
in pursuit of narcotics suspects aboard a GM delivery truck. Commercial license David Charles 457.
Roger, 11K.
What does this lunatic think he's doing?
See, that should have worked.
We're not playing around here. Take this clown off the road. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
Mama One says, can you
I'll try
shoot
for the
civilians
tires.
and
Keep your
bad
foot
guys in this
down.
game? I assume so. I mean, you can run over him. Cole has certainly run over more than his fair share. And we're stuck. Might have to do that. Yeah, case failed. Nice one, Cole. Let's try that again, shall we?
LAPD. We're here to see Jose Ramez. What's it about? Routine inquiries, sir. Can you tell us where we
Mama
can
One
find
says,
him?
although that NPC narrowly avoided getting
He was in
pinned
the
to the
delivery
wall,
truck. Just went out.
God
he'll be
damn it.
fine. He can walk it off. They have great insurance in LA Noire.
11K calling KGPL.
Go ahead, 11K.
11K requesting assistance in pursuit of narcotics suspects
Okay,
aboard
Cole,
a GM
you can do
delivery
it.
truck. Commercial license David Charles 457.
Roger, 11K.
I've noticed with Bad Honor Arthur that
Hit him, Cole.
NPCs will
Spin him out.
deliberately
What does this lunatic think he's doing?
move their horses in his direction.
We're not playing around
It's like
here.
you'll be
Take
riding
this clown
along
off
and
the road.
they'll try to
The
run
kitchen
into you.
sink?
It's I wouldn't say it's annoying, but it's just something that you have to avoid, that you have to be aware of. Mama One says, can we do a GTA stream soon? I don't know,
Step
Mama
on it,
One.
huh? Just give me a little closer.
Kind of bored
That's
with
it, Cole. You
GTA.
did it. It's Truck's
wanna-
history. Pull him out
You know,
of
and
there.
honestly, I'm not looking forward to GTA 6. I just kind of... Yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that. It's tentative.
Put your hands where I can see them.
At least we got him. Think I got him.
Jose Ramos, you're being arrested on suspicion of supplying.
Why did they
illegal
bring him
drugs,
back to Ramos
resisting
removals
arrest, and for
instead of
malicious
directly
damage
to the
LAPD property?
Hey,
to the
hold
station?
your horses. I supply furniture, not drugs. And that thing back there, that was an accident. Some furniture came loose. That's all.
Save it
Got
for
my
the
ice water.
DA, Chico. Keep an eye on him. We're gonna take a look around inside.
Yeah, that does seem like a Citizen Kane shot. See, and this is basically a maze. More puzzles.
Where's he been delivering? And who's been delivering here? Any repeat business in the ledger, Cole?
Why is Ramos buying so much ice?
The Polar Bear Ice Company. What's that about? Mama one says, was the GTA playthrough your first?
Well, an audience
I was
buying a
curious
lot
to
of
see your
furniture.
thoughts on the story. What are my thoughts on the story? I love, my basic takeaway is, I love Trevor. I love Trevor so much more than I anticipated that I would. And I understand why it's such a popular game and the game of the year. But you know, as I've always said, that it's just not for me. You know, I don't like the fashions. I don't like the music. I play it with the music off, partly because you know, for copyright licensing, so we can, but also because the music is distracting. I don't like the fashions. I definitely don't like, you know, I don't like the cars. I don't like modern games, really. You know, I don't want to play. I don't want to play a world that I can see out, you know, that I live in, that I can see outside my windows. You know, I want to play in the future, or I want to play in the past. But I'm not interested in playing in the you know, playing in the contemporary.
We don't have to fight,
And
Mr.
you know,
Cohen.
I'm not
We have
interested
you
in
an
that culture.
inflate.
I don't like hip
fuck is
hop.
that?
So my general
It means my men are in cover, but that they can still shoot.
opinion on it is, you know, I just, it's not a game for me.
If those were my orders, you would all be dead now.
Are you kidding
And
me?
I probably, you know, I
This is a
probably
$200
wouldn't
coat.
play it if I didn't have the channel.
Got some balls.
Kelso.
Mama
you
one
didn't
says,
scratch the
ironically,
paint in my
Trevor's
Lincoln.
actor hates being known
These
as
guys are
Trevor.
getting out of
Stephen
the dope
Ogg
business,
is
Mr.
his
Cohen. You'll
name,
have
and I
no
know
more
that because
problems
it's such
from
an
now.
odd name. Sticks with you. He's been in so, you know, he's a
morphine is
great
going to disappear back
character
into the
actor.
sea.
He was in
Hang
Westworld.
You're getting hasty.
But he's in a bunch of stuff.
Thanks for the offer, Mr. Cohen, but we are going to have to
I always look
politely
out for him.
decline. After today, the morphine is no more.
This isn't the way we normally do business.
Papa one says, I
I'm
miss
aware
the
of that,
days
Mr.
of
Cohen.
businesses
Call me
having
Mickey.
ledgers. Nowadays it's all on
Are you aware
computers.
of the
Yes.
risks?
We have had to learn
I'm
more and
giving it to
more
you
lately
straight,
to
Mr.
be able to
Cohen.
put
There
the
will be no
paperwork
more morphine.
online.
We made a mistake and would like to back out gracefully. If you come after us, we will be forced to come after you.
You've been polite up till now. So don't start
Yeah, I was
making
watching an
threats.
old
I don't make
Kojak
threats, Mr. Cohen.
from 1973. I love the suits
I'd
that
like to thank
Kojak
you for your
wears.
time.
But his desk is just covered in files. He's
That guy
got two
your idea of
phones,
muscle, kid?
landlines.
There's something you should know about Jack, Mr. Cohen.
Yeah, but I'm really
He killed
enjoying
6
like
Japs
old
hand to
Kojak.
hand with just a bayonet and a K-bar
I like,
knife.
you know, it's got a jazzy
His outfit, the
soundtrack.
6 Marines, killed over 100,000 Japs in 3
you know,
months in Okinawa, and he was in
the
the thick.
scenes of New York remind me
Japs are
of
little
Taxi
guys, right?
Driver. They're, you know, it's just
Yes,
it's very
Mr.
gritty.
Cohen.
It's very
About
film
your
noir. It's
size.
very LA noir, except it's set in New York. Great stories. He's so dapper. That's how I would describe Telly Savalas as Kojak. And he's very liberal with his with his pistol whipping. That's like his favorite way to like take a suspect down is just clock him with his 38. That he just, you know, he'll keep it in a coat pocket. He doesn't use like holsters or anything. So he'll just like, so he's always holding on to it when he, because his hands are in his pockets when he enters a room or whatever. So he just takes it out and clunks you on the head with it. I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore. You might not have been allowed to do that back then, but I really like his that detective's style, sense of style, and just that old. It's I wouldn't describe it exactly as wholesome, but good triumphs over evil. He is incorruptible. It's the thin blue line. I mean, there are dirty cops, but he's not one of them. He stands on the side of good, the protector of the innocent, defender of the weak. He's so it's wholesome, or the value. I really like the values of old Kojak, and I love how he dresses.
What a pile of junk.
Mama One says, I personally agree with you, Super Antonio. I enjoyed the game. It's fun to blow off steam, and I played it obsessively when it was first released. I've never understood why GTA is so favored over the Red Dead series. Yeah, I made, I talked about that a bit. Partly it appeals to more 12-year-olds who, enjoy the music and the, and acting out. It's like a giant music video, that game. A very immersive music video that and that's what they're watching, that's what they enjoy.
This is useless. I can't see a damn thing. You need to get up onto the floor above.
And it's just, it's just not what I enjoy. Peter says, I love listening to the in-game music in L.A. Noire, especially the 2 radio shows. The Bickersons, yeah. Yeah, I get distracted by the Bickersons when I'm driving. Cole gets distracted. This was fun. I remember this. Yeah, I gotta find those number stations. I'm gonna make shorts out of that. I don't even care if they don't do well. It needs to be out there. Papa One says, seeing Cole use those old military flashlights brings back many memories. They work very well even today. I remember crawling through Viet Cong tunnels, carrying that and a 45. Wow. Now that's a memory. But you got a much happier life now, Raising your horses, buying and selling. Living on Ranch 1. Mama One, what was for dinner, speaking of Ranch 1? Papa One says if you had to fire your pistol, you were hearing impaired for days. I know a guy who would use the revolver as they were a little quieter, because the gas escapes better. My friend preferred a .357 Magnum. And Papa One continues, and I have all of you as my extended family. Yes, indeed, Papa One. Speaking of family, what happened to our dog? I got her. Here she comes. There, stay here. Tell everyone to like and subscribe. And tell them thanks for watching. Talk about, you'll like The Last of Us. There's a girl in there. Name's Abby. AC Valhalla, you get a dog, you get a wolf. And the wolf will help you fight. You have to move those things, those crates, so we can get in there. How are you supposed to figure that out? Thank you for staying here.
Anything?
Talking to the dog.
I can't be
you guys.
sure. Watch yourself, Roy. I'm gonna try shifting some of this.
Cloudy says, do you know anything about The Last of Super Antonio? I do not. Well, yeah, I do. I know more about The Last of Us 2. But yeah, we'll play The Last of Us 1. But yeah, it'll be a first playthrough. Mama says, we had homemade spaghetti. I love spaghetti. I used fresh ground beef, homemade noodles, homemade sauce. I threw in sauteed mushrooms, as we both love mushrooms. I made garlic bread. A small salad with Italian dressing. And what was for dessert? I had a chicken parm sandwich. It was leftovers. And I don't know what I had. Oh yeah, I had I had toasted strawberry jam for dessert.
Get down here. There's a cold
Mama says, and a chocolate cake for dessert. I also made the salad dressing from a recipe a friend gave us. It uses wine. Interesting. Okay, let's get in there.
We know where the water's coming from. You're gonna want to see this.
Finally. It's on ice.
There's something frozen inside.
Don't we have a shootout in here?
Well, I'll be damned.
This must be how they transport the morphine.
And we return to Ramez Removals. Nice suit. I don't like plaid, personally.
LAPD, leave it right there. Everyone out of the vehicle and put your hands up.
Those plaid
There's something
golf
in the
type
ice.
jackets.
He's making a run for it. Let him have it.
Give me some goddamn
Mama one says, I'm already prepping tomorrow's meal as well. Farm dogs love leftovers. I give them in addition to kibble. Same here. I usually cook off all our dogs a special meal, like a stew using game, carrots, and she continues.
Take them all to Hollywood Station. Have the ME and tech services go over this place.
I make her a fried rice.
Hunting polar bear.
So it's got rice and eggs and random veggies, carrots, of course, broccoli or whatever I've got on hand.
Is Audie serious? Is the LAPD
And
turning
then
a blind eye to
protein,
narcotics?
either
Keep
usually
your shirt on,
salmon,
Phelps.
because that's good
Drugs
for
are
her
prohibited.
skin and
Doesn't
her
mean people
fur.
don't want to take them.
And beef.
Limiting
She
supply
loves
doesn't
beef.
mean that we have limited demand.
What dog doesn't love beef?
I understand that.
Veggies
I
plus
know that the
rice.
average
Yeah,
family
I do
needs
the
to
basic,
unwind
do
Let's
that
hair down
basically,
there.
except I add eggs.
Morphine?
I make
Heroin?
several big pots
You're
and just
paying
feed them
for
over
every
the week.
last scratch.
Yeah, I give her a scoop of fried rice, a little bit of kibble,
It's important
and
to demonize hop, Phelps. Looks good in the papers.
and some
When all is
applesauce,
said and done, it's just
and
another chemical
maybe
like
and
booze.
some Greek yogurt
A
in the
lot of
morning.
people in high places
for
think
her
we're doing the city a
digestion.
favor by keeping the dope rolling into Central Avenue. Donnelly certainly believes we need to keep them anesthetized.
Plus blueberries and bananas and strawberries.
Listen to yourself.
But just little things, like I give her like a, 2 slices of banana, 1 strawberry, teaspoon of blueberries. It's like and that's over the whole day. I don't overfeed her at all. In fact, the vet said that I underfeed her, and I don't care. I was like, okay, doctor, I like her lean.
Are you crazy?
Papa One says, we rarely have leftovers unless it's something really special. If we have leftovers, it usually goes out to the farm dogs. They work hard and deserve it. It's also better for them than store-bought. I agree. I give her like a little bit of kibble just because she likes the taste, but I don't think it's good for her.
The factory is closed.
And by a little bit, I mean like
Has been for
tablespoon.
How much call
She
for
does
ice
like the
anymore
crunch.
with all those newfangled refrigerators?
Save it for someone who wants to hear it. How many janitors carry a
Papa
cat?
One says, we don't give them much kibble. Our dogs are healthy and tend to live a long life. Yeah, I want her to live a long life, knock on wood. And I've heard you can't feed them like 100% kibble. That's like just there's very little nutritional value, and I think in dog kibble, especially the major brands like Purina. Might as well be feeding them straw. But I use 100. There's like I have 100% beef one, and then the Amazon brand kibble. Amazon has a brand called Wag, and they use like that one. They're pretty conscientious about their ingredients. Ground rice and yams is mostly the filler, and then they have like chicken flavor, salmon flavor, or whatever. But then I combined that with 100% beef.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Or beef byproducts. And that seems to make her happy. But dogs are omnivores. I think they, they enjoy a variety. I think she just doesn't want one thing. I knew we had a shootout in this thing. Officer down. That wasn't our fault. It was totally our fault.
I ain't running out of friends or guns in here anytime soon. Understand?
We got the shoddy.
Get behind something, Phelps.
Papa One says for years, all dogs ate leftovers and table scraps. They would also hunt food for themselves. I give our farm dogs our rabbits as they repopulate more than we can eat.
Stay down.
You might say they breed like rabbits. What's that about?
Give me some goddamn cover.
I read somewhere that a rabbit has an average lifespan of like 6 to 9 months, just because they're prey, and that's one of the reasons why they breed. So why they breed like rabbits. This isn't fair. Upland continues. I gave Granger, our 123-pound Mastiff / Retriever mix, a fresh duck this afternoon. He's my working buddy, so he gets special treats. Come on, Cole, you can do it. There. Take that.
I'm wide open here.
Move, mister.
Throw out.
Get me.
Are you Find some cover. Move, I've got you.
Doesn't help that Cole doesn't understand cover and concealment at all. He just kind of blasts in there as if he had special medicine tonics, which we do not have. Moving on to the cutscene.
They're all dead, Finkelstein. Leave the weapon and put your hands up now.
Put my hands up. Sure.
She's snoring
What?
right here.
Peddling the dope. Cut a deal. Ship me off to
There
the
she
queue?
is.
As soon as I get locked up,
She's
some old friend puts
snoring.
an ice pick above my ear? No thanks.
Only one other way out, shitheel.
Mama one says also all of our dogs love the leftovers, fresh eggs. Our dogs get a duck egg or chicken egg, fresh every day. They're with me while I collect eggs. They get one, unwashed, shell and all.
Until the sky. This stuff has got to be worth at least $100 grand.
So Finkelstein robbed the ship?
My guess is Lenny
Fresh
took it off
eggs.
their hands.
Farm fresh eggs.
This is big. This is going to make the papers, Phelps. As senior investigator, I'll do the talking.
All that morphine on ice.
Well.
Mr. Matty says, for being a decade-old game, this game has aged really well. 2011. This came out on PS3, Mr. Matty. And Mr. Matty continues, also, howdy, folks. Yeah, we're playing on PS4. It came out on PS3. I did a little deep dive on the game earlier in the stream. But yeah, it's a wonderful game. I mean, if you like puzzles, it's you know, it's got a little bit of shooting, but I think this game is mostly about puzzles and mazes and, you know, wordplay and interrogations. Look at that vehicle damage. Meritorious. Mama once says, we have gotten more and more ducks and chickens because we feed our crew and sell some of them. It takes a lot of eggs to feed hungry ranch hands and even hungrier farm dogs. And shout out to the channel members. Mr. Matty says, top 10 game of all time for me. Yeah, I agree. It's a great game. I enjoy it. And that's about all I have for you tonight, friends. I'll keep the chat going for a little bit. You can talk amongst yourselves if you want. Let me find some driving for you. Shout out to the channel members and the shout out to the channel mods. Nico, if you're still here. And Mama One and Papa One. Thank you, friends. Cloudy, great talking to you. And Mr. Matty, welcome. Peter, thanks for being here early. Appreciate all of you. I'm not sure when we shall live stream next, except for, of course, Friday and Saturday of next week. But we'll try to find something for the middle of the week. Anyways, I hope you had hope you enjoyed the stream. Like and subscribe. Have a great Sunday. And we shall see you soon, friends. Have a great night.
Slow down before someone gets hurt. Oh, unbelievable. Try to get there in one piece. They're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight. McCaffrey really means business. Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive. I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester. That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
Ah, you gotta kill someone!
Please, Phelps. The siren.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
The Dahlia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's going to happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Jesus, Phelps! Watch it, will you? Run, you fucking idiots!
The werewolf?
For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us a note on a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get... Cole, come on!
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.